Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, does everything within me truly need to be shared? In a world that rewards overexposure and constant connectivity, we're often encouraged to put every thought, feeling, and aspiration on display. But what if true strength lies in the quiet spaces we guard for ourselves, the private corners of our lives where we can grow without interference? Today, we're diving into a concept that's both ancient and deeply relevant: the art of protecting your inner world. This isn't about shutting people out or retreating into isolation. It's about learning when to hold back, when to stay silent, and how to nurture the parts of ourselves that need space to thrive. Drawing from the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we'll explore 7 powerful lessons about privacy, self-respect, and resilience. These lessons aren't just theoretical. They're practical tools for navigating a noisy world with clarity and strength. So, if you've ever felt the weight of oversharing, the pull of external validation, or the need to reclaim your sense of peace, stay with me. By the end of this journey, you'll understand why sometimes the most profound act of self-respect is simply knowing when to stay silent. Let's begin. The cycle of overexposure. Why protecting your inner world matters. In our modern age, we live under the constant pressure to be seen, heard, and understood. Social media, relentless connectivity, and societal expectations push us to share every detail of our lives. But have you ever considered the cost of this overexposure? Stoic philosophy teaches us that not everything within us is meant to be shared. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, wisely advised, "It is in your power to maintain the beauty of your soul." Yet, the more we expose our inner world, the more we risk losing that beauty through judgment, misunderstanding, or even self-doubt. When we share too much too soon, we allow external forces to influence and sometimes distort our thoughts and values. It's easy to fall into the cycle of oversharing in search of validation, only to feel empty when that validation doesn't come, or when it comes from the wrong places. Why do we do this? Often it stems from insecurity or a desire to connect. But the truth is, meaningful connection doesn't require laying everything bare. Real relationships thrive on mutual respect and intentional sharing, not on constant transparency. Protecting your inner world is not about secrecy. It's about discernment. It's about knowing what to share, when to share it, and with whom. When we guard our private spaces, we preserve their purity, allowing our ideas, dreams, and emotions to grow in their own time. This foundational idea sets the stage for the 7 Stoic-inspired strategies we'll explore next. Lessons that will show you how to protect your peace, live with intention, and foster deeper resilience. 1. Preserve your inner sanctuary. Your inner sanctuary is the core of your being, a quiet, sacred space within yourself where your thoughts, values, and aspirations reside. This sanctuary is not meant for everyone to see, and protecting it is not secrecy, but wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul." When you preserve this inner space, you create a refuge from the chaos of the external world, a place where your truest self can flourish without interference. Think of a delicate seedling. In its early stages, it must be shielded from strong winds and harsh sunlight to grow strong enough to survive on its own. Similarly, your dreams and ideas need protection as they develop. Sharing them too soon can expose them to unnecessary judgment or doubt, which may hinder their growth. In today's hyper-connected world, there's constant pressure to overshare, to explain every thought, display every emotion, and broadcast every milestone. But Stoic philosophy reminds us that restraint is a virtue. Not every part of your life needs to be on display. To preserve your inner sanctuary, start by asking yourself, what parts of my life truly belong to me? Identify the areas that feel too exposed and reclaim them. Whether it's a personal project, a relationship, or your emotions, guard these aspects of your life as sacred. By doing so, you reinforce your boundaries, nurture your growth, and maintain a deep sense of peace. Remember, your inner sanctuary is not for everyone to enter. It's where your strength is cultivated and your soul finds its deepest fulfillment. 2. Embracing privacy as strength. In a world that equates openness with authenticity, privacy often feels like a lost art. But protecting certain parts of your life is not about secrecy, it's about self-respect and wisdom. Privacy allows you to honor the aspects of your life that matter most, shielding them from unnecessary scrutiny and external pressures. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you choose privacy, you're exercising this power, reclaiming control over your narrative. Imagine someone working on a deeply personal goal, a novel, a business plan, or even a lifestyle change. If they share it too early, they risk opening themselves up to opinions that may cloud their vision or shake their confidence. By keeping it private, they give their dream the space to grow, free from external expectations. Privacy isn't about isolation, it's about maintaining balance. It helps you discern which parts of your life deserve to be shared and which are best kept sacred. This intentionality fosters clarity and ensures that when you do open up, it's from a place of strength, not obligation. Here's a simple practice. The next time you're about to share something personal, pause and ask yourself, am I sharing this because I truly want to, or because I feel pressured to? Let this reflection guide you. By embracing privacy as a form of strength, you're not withdrawing from the world, but protecting your ability to engage with it meaningfully. What you hold back becomes the foundation for what you give, measured, purposeful, and deeply aligned with your values. 3. The wisdom of saying no. Saying no can be one of the hardest things to do, yet it's also one of the most empowering. Each time you set a boundary, you're declaring what you value and protecting what matters most: your time, energy, and peace of mind. In Stoic philosophy, the concept of saying no aligns with the practice of self-restraint. Epictetus advised, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This means being clear about your priorities and having the courage to reject anything that doesn't align with them. For example, imagine being invited to an event that doesn't serve your goals or align with your values. Politely declining isn't selfish. It's a statement of self-awareness. Each no preserves time for the things that truly matter, whether it's pursuing your passions, spending time with loved ones, or simply resting. Saying no doesn't need to come with an elaborate explanation. A simple, calm response like, I won't be able to commit to this, but thank you for thinking of me, is enough. Silence, when paired with clear boundaries, communicates strength and clarity without unnecessary conflict. Here's a key mindset shift. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you're saying no to something significant. By learning to say no, you're prioritizing your values and taking control of your life. Saying no isn't just about rejecting what doesn't serve you. It's about making room for what does. It's a quiet yet profound act of self-respect, ensuring your time and energy remain aligned with your purpose. 4. Building resilience through your values. Resilience isn't simply about enduring life's challenges. It's about staying true to your core values, no matter the circumstances. Your values serve as a compass, guiding your decisions and actions, and they give you the strength to navigate adversity without losing your sense of self. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This powerful message reminds us that resilience is rooted in living according to our principles rather than being swayed by external pressures or fleeting opinions. Consider a scenario where you're asked to compromise your values. Perhaps at work, you're pressured to take credit for someone else's idea or cut ethical corners to meet a deadline. In such moments, resilience isn't about passively enduring the situation. It's about standing firm and saying, "No, this isn't who I am." This act of self-discipline not only preserves your integrity, but also reinforces your inner strength. Living in alignment with your values isn't always easy. It may mean facing criticism, rejection, or even loss. But the peace of mind that comes with staying true to yourself is invaluable. As Seneca said, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." Practical resilience comes from regularly reflecting on your values and ensuring they guide your daily choices. Are you prioritizing honesty, kindness, or growth in your actions? By grounding yourself in these principles, you build a foundation that can withstand life's storms. Resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about choosing to act with virtue when life tests you. Each time you hold fast to your values, you reinforce your inner sanctuary and strengthen your capacity to handle whatever comes your way. 5. Silent strength. Practicing stillness. Amidst the clamor of modern life, stillness is a rare yet powerful tool. It's not just about being quiet. It's about cultivating a calm and focused state of mind that allows you to navigate life with clarity and resilience. Stillness, as taught by the Stoics, is an act of courage. It requires turning inward, silencing the noise, and finding strength in your inner world. Marcus Aurelius reflected, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." This isn't a call to isolate yourself, but a reminder to create moments of introspection. By practicing stillness, you can detach from distractions, process emotions, and approach life with intentionality. Think of a time when someone criticized or provoked you. Your first instinct might have been to react, to defend yourself. But what if you chose silence instead? This pause not only prevents unnecessary conflict, but also demonstrates immense inner strength. By refusing to be swayed by external negativity, you signal confidence and control. Stillness isn't passive, it's deeply active. It allows you to assess situations, choose your responses wisely, and maintain your emotional equilibrium. Whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a moment to breathe. Practicing stillness creates a buffer between you and the chaos of the outside world. In practicing stillness, you cultivate resilience and emotional mastery, aligning yourself with the Stoic ideal of a balanced, unshakable mind. It's a reminder that true strength often lies in what you choose not to do, in the quiet moments where wisdom takes root. Shall we move to the next point? Guarding your personal sanctuary. Your personal sanctuary is the inner space where your thoughts, dreams, and values reside, a sacred domain that deserves protection. Allowing too many external influences into this space can dilute its strength and disturb your peace. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This philosophy teaches us that guarding our personal sanctuary is not isolation, but a conscious choice to protect what matters most. Think of it like this: your sanctuary is a garden. If you allow anyone to trample through it without care, the flowers, your ideas, emotions, and aspirations will wither. But when you set clear boundaries and decide who and what you allow in, your garden thrives. Protecting your sanctuary doesn't mean cutting yourself off from the world. It means being selective about the people, experiences, and information you let in. Surround yourself with those who uplift and inspire you. Limit your exposure to negativity, whether from toxic individuals or overwhelming news cycles. Creating and maintaining this space also requires discipline. Dedicate time to activities that nurture your inner world. Reading, meditating, creating, or simply reflecting. The stronger your sanctuary, the more resilient you'll be when life's storms arise. Your sanctuary is your source of strength. Guard it fiercely, and it will reward you with clarity, resilience, and peace. 7. Living with depth and meaning. Living with depth means embracing the layers of your existence, your experiences, values, and emotions, and allowing them to guide a life of purpose and authenticity. It's about rejecting superficiality and cultivating a meaningful existence that resonates deeply with who you are. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, "First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This wisdom teaches us that to live with depth, we must first know ourselves, our values, aspirations, and priorities. When you are clear about what matters most, your actions align with your inner truth. In a world often consumed by appearances and fleeting trends, living with depth is an act of defiance. It means prioritizing long-term growth over short-term validation. It's about seeking fulfillment in meaningful relationships, intellectual pursuits, and personal growth, rather than chasing external approval or material excess. Consider the stories of individuals who, despite criticism or doubt, pursued their passions with conviction. Nikola Tesla, for instance, chose solitude over conformity, dedicating his life to ideas that would revolutionize the world. His legacy reminds us that depth often requires stepping away from the crowd and staying true to our unique vision. Living with depth also involves embracing the ebbs and flows of life, the triumphs and struggles, the joys and sorrows. It means recognizing that life's challenges are opportunities for growth, and that every setback holds a lesson. As Seneca said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." To live with depth, practice intentionality, reflect on your decisions, and ensure they align with your values. Spend time nurturing relationships that inspire and challenge you. Engage in activities that fuel your soul, whether it's creating art, exploring nature, or contributing to your community. Finally, recognize that living with meaning doesn't require grand gestures. It's found in the quiet moments. A kind word to a friend, the discipline to improve yourself daily, or the courage to face life's uncertainties with grace. By living with depth and meaning, you not only create a life of fulfillment for yourself, but also inspire those around you to seek authenticity and purpose in their own lives. As we've journeyed through the wisdom of Stoicism, one truth emerges. The art of protecting your inner world is not a retreat from life, but a bold declaration of self-worth and clarity. In a noisy world that often pulls us in countless directions, guarding your thoughts, emotions, and values creates a sanctuary where you can thrive authentically. When you embrace silence, establish boundaries, and live with depth, you cultivate resilience and purpose. You learn that your value isn't tied to external validation, but is found in the integrity of your actions and the strength of your character. As Marcus Aurelius said, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." These principles aren't just about preserving your peace. They're about empowering you to engage with the world on your terms. By selectively sharing your truth, you invite meaningful connections and experiences while shielding yourself from unnecessary negativity and judgment. Now, as you move forward, ask yourself, how can you safeguard your inner world in your daily life? What steps can you take to align your actions with your values? And most importantly, how will you protect your peace while contributing to a world that often demands too much? If this resonates with you, take a moment to reflect on what you've learned here today. Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how you plan to protect your inner sanctuary. And if you found this valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join our community of those striving for wisdom and purpose. Remember, the quiet strength within you is your greatest power. Guard it, nurture it, and let it guide you toward a life of meaning and fulfillment. Until next time, stay true to yourself and live with purpose.